If I mention the song Stand By Me, I think most of you are familiar with that song and will associate it to the artist Ben A. King. And there are also many other songs that he did that were very, very marvelous. So today we're going to focus and have a conversation on this artist. So let's get started. And before we get into that, make sure you've subscribed to Brian African and you've tuned in. We'll be having more conversation on different artists. Today we're going to tackle on Ben E. King. So this artist was born in a place called Anderson, North Carolina. That is in 1938, September 28th. So his career, musical career, began when he was in a church choir, as most of artists' career also always start. I think if you can check out on different artists, most of their career began in church and high school. So his career began when he was in church, in a church choir, then later on in high school, where they form a group. They form a group that was called a Doop Hoop group. A Doop Hoop group is an African American style of music that was performed in America in the early 40s. So the style, they gained more experience in that style. So they used to perform it in theaters. So one of the theaters that they performed is called the Apollo Theater. So after performing there, he continued to gain more experience now. So, and from in 1959, he got into another team. He went and created, or he was among those who formed the second group of drifters. And then in the team, he used to sing as a lead vocalist in the drifters. So that singing as a lead vocalist also gained him more experience, and he became more popular from that drifters band or team or group, if I may say. So there are these three songs in the drifters team that really paved the way for him. The songs like There Goes My Baby, This Magic Moment, Save the Last Dance for Me. These are the songs that he did when they were in the drifters. So from performing on drifters, he became very popular, and his experience increased, and he left the band or the team in 1961 over the issues of salary. So there was some problem or misunderstanding on the salary issue, so he left and went and started his own solo career. And from there, he built up himself and started creating his own songs like the ones I've mentioned, Stand By Me, and the Spanish Helm, which is also the great song. So Stand By Me was the US top 10 hit in 1961 and also in 1986. His song Stand By Me was also featured in a movie called Stand By Me. So that shows how that song was great during that time. So it became one of the big songs in 1961 when it was sung, and also 1986, and then it was featured in a movie. So, and also became the number one hit in the UK in 1987. So you can see how the song was great. So the other songs like Supernatural Thing was also a great hit that became the top 5 on the Billboard of the Hot 100, and other jams like Spanish Help, You Lied, Don't Play, that song, 7 Letters, How Can I Forget, On the Horizon, Young Boys, and many more. So the more he continued performing or composing music, the more he continued gaining experience. King was crowned in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1988 as a member of the Drifters. And then his songs like Stand By Me, Spanish Helm, and many more made him go on that level of being crowned. And then lastly, that I think I need to mention, so their songs like Stand By Me and Spanish Hell also made a difference in the rock and roll hall of fame. They made a very big difference, so they were also recognized. So many would ask about his marital life. He was married to Betty. They had 3 children: Terry Cannon, Benjamin King Jr., and Angela Matos. He died in the year 2015 on 30th of April. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Brian African. We shall meet on the next video.